Hi there, my wonderful Capricorn people, and welcome back to your reading today. For those who are new, my name is the Eclectic Witch, and I post monthly tarot readings for the star signs, pick-a-pile tarot readings, and witchy related content as well. So welcome to my channel. Okay, so Capricorn, let's have a look at your cards here. Very, very interesting what I'm seeing for you guys. So being an earth sign and being someone who is quite analytical and they like to really think through things, I can really see the question of why has come up for you guys. The question of why. Why has this happened the way it has, and why did I have to go through this, and why did I have to go through that? So you might be really seeing this month that the question of why is probably going to be answered for you guys. So if you've been asking that question, I can see it actually finally being answered for you guys. All right, because we've got a fiery climax approaches for you. So that is very interesting. I'm really seeing that real push here, that real boost here, and it's almost like it's an explosion of energy that happens. So a climax comes through for you, and I kind of feel this is a really good type of climatic change for you, because the full moon in Aries, the Aries star sign, is all about being a leader, and it's all about being a real go-getter and being quite independent, and I feel that like it's almost like a resolution period that happens for you, and you just finally you go, oh, that's it, that's the answer that I was waiting for. And also, if you've been really working hard towards something, I feel that you're finally going to get the response that you've been really searching for during the month of July as well. So you might be like, oh, I put so much work in, I'm trying to find the answers, and I feel some of you have done a lot of research here too, with the wings coming in the book here, and it's like I've been looking and searching, and I'm looking for those divine answers, and I do feel that it just comes around in such a way for you guys for the month of July. So that's really beautiful to see. Okay, Emperor coming in your current energies here. So this is about taking control, and I think some of you are finally starting to understand how much power and control you can have over your lives, and that you're not being succumbed to all the exterior stuff anymore, that people telling you to act and be a certain way. You're starting to almost, say your piece a lot more here, and I think this is the result of a lot of soul searching that you've done here. I can really see that with you, Cappies. You've done a lot of soul searching here, and you've done a lot of like looking for the deeper meaning of things as well. I really see that with you guys here. So the result of you becoming this cool and calm, collected person that knows how to assert themselves and knows how to take charge is because you've been like this. You've been the Hermit, another major arcana card here, the soul searcher, and just been looking for the deeper divine meaning of life here. And I think some of you, I'm seeing a lot of singular stuff here in this energy here. You felt like you've gone at it alone a lot here, and that is a thing a little bit about Capricorn, that you're very independent people, and and there's this perception of that it's like, oh, Cappy, they know what to do, and you probably get a lot of the time people asking you for information and advice, and that you have a lot of information and really good advice to give as well, because you know how to empathize with others, and you've been through it anyway, and you've got that sense of advice you can give others, because Capricorn people, most of the time you've been through it all. You've felt every emotion there is under the sun, and you're someone who tends to give a lot of the time as well. But here I'm starting to see that you're taking charge and you're taking control finally of your situation, and you're like, no, you're learning the word no. I can't do this because I'm doing this instead. And that's a very important thing for Capricorn to know, is that No is a complete sentence. It is a complete sentence. All right here. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords here. So I feel that family stuff has been probably a big thing for you guys here, because with the Knight of Swords in the reverse position, I feel like some of you have been trying to take control of family situations a bit more, and you've been a bit overwhelmed here, especially with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you've been, here it is, you're the giver here in the situation. You've been trying to take control, and this has been a bit overwhelming here. So you're like, here I am, giving, trying to take charge, and they're doing really well. They're doing really well because of it, because you've been a big support system to your family. And I don't feel like they always have a lot of gratitude for all the energy you give to your family as well. So the family here could be either your friends that you consider like your family, or it could be your actual family that you're born into, and when I reference family. So I feel that you guys you've just been giving so much here. So the balance needs to be restored a little bit here for you guys. And you are starting to see it though, because I really see you taking control and doing what you finally want to do in your life as well. So just remember too, you've accumulated a lot of experience here. The Emperor is someone who's a very experienced person, and they're also very, very knowledgeable. So use your knowledge, use your experience, and take charge and start the things you really, really want to start. So I really see that here for you guys here. Okay. So looking ahead here, so this is a little bit more about the romantic side of things. The Lovers and the Moon. The Lovers and the Moon here. And the Two of Swords. So this is something here, I feel that there's a refusal sometimes to see with you Cappy people here. There's some kind of imbalance happening in the ways of romantic situations. So whether you're constantly attracted to the wrong type of person, or whether you feel like you get into relationships and you're hurt a lot of the time, or there's a refusal to look at something in a current relationship here. So I feel like there's been a lot of emotion here too. But with this being in the reverse position, I feel like there's needing to be a connection to emotions here, to actually balance them out in order to resolve some stuff here. So that's very important. The moon being a major arcana, the Lovers being a major arcana. So sometimes what happens when the moon comes up in the reverse position, it's like I'm feeling lost and I'm not wanting to face what I want to face. So that's a big thing. You're feeling lost, and it's like I can't get out. I can't get out of my head. I can't get out of my emotional thinking here, because it's really, really hard, and I'd rather just hide for a while. So there's needing to be some healing, I feel like, from some past stuff, especially in something in regards to relationships here. So this is really bothering you in your current situation now and again. And I feel like this is something that erupts now and again. So I feel like something's happened in your past that really you need to face, because I feel like whatever's happening with relationships and stuff, this thing that's come up in your past, it keeps bothering you in your current stuff, in your current relationships, because the Two of Swords is all about refusing to look at it and deal with it. So it needs to be dealt with. So whatever has happened, it really needs to be dealt with, because I'm seeing that here with the cards here in the middle of the month. So it's erupting in such a way that it's like, okay, please deal with me. And it might be just every now and again, you're like, you get really angry about it, or you want to cry about it, and it's something you're just pushing away a little bit, Capricorn. So Five of Cups here, this is just about looking at the past and the things that didn't happen, that you tried to make happen that didn't happen. So try not to look at stuff in the past with regret, Capricorn. Sometimes you can look longingly at like, oh, I wish I did this with the knowledge I have now. I wish I did this with the knowledge I have now. Very important to get out of that way of thinking, Capricorn, because this is where you're constantly asking the question of why. as well. Like, why did this happen? Just remember, you are taking, like, I can see great stuff when it comes to your work stuff, because Capricorn, if anyone knows how to work, it's you guys. So you're great leaders, you're great in business, you're great when it comes to constructive workplaces with the Emperor coming in here, and you're very much like you're people that will just work hard for the long term, and you're in it for the long haul as well, because you're incredibly loyal. And that goes for relationships as well. So when a relationship doesn't work out for you, it hurts you deep, deep down, because you tend to give everything to relationships. So try to balance that out a little bit, and try to have a look at where in the past that needs some healing needs to be done here. Because I can see for you guys, a fiery climax is approaching for you in July. So whatever this is, whether it's in relation to work, something really going amazingly well with work, or it could be a fiery climax in the area here where you finally own up, or you did talk about what's happened here. And that might be to a counselor, to a support group, or your partner, and you finally talk about the stuff that has been seriously bothering you from your past here, because you're going to feel like it's a purge, and it's like an explosion of stuff, and you will feel a sense of release when you do it as well, Capricorn. It's a big thing for you guys. Alrighty, so I'm seeing towards the end of the month, I just want to pull one more card here. Good stuff. So with the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, I feel like some of you here have had a lot of trouble sleeping. Like there's been a lot of trouble staying asleep or getting to sleep, or you're being bothered about your stresses and things like that. But I see that really turning around for you at the end of the month, towards the end of the month here, because the Chariot's coming in here. And this is all about really taking charge and really taking control. And I can really see some things really going your way towards the end of the month here. And it's almost like, it's like the winning card when that card comes out. And I can see the shadow, the dark horse and the light horse. There's a balance between the shadow self and the light part of yourself as well. So you're really starting to deal with that stuff that I was just talking about earlier. So I can see those things really turning around and really going in your favor. So you can see here, when you face your stuff, Capricorn, good things happen. Really good things happen. You know, we call it shadow work, and it's the shadow that follows us around. So really but you can see here that the person taking control of their shadow self. It's like, I can embrace that part of myself. I can embrace that healing part of myself, and I can turn it into something super powerful here. And it can be, rather than looking at it as my weakness, it can be a part of myself and my strength to move forward. So that's a big thing for you, Capricorn people. Try not to look at this as a big monster and that's this huge weakness in yourself. Like, because what a lot of people do with their hurts and their pains, because I can see this with the Three of Swords, that some of you have been hurt and in pain here, and there's something's hurt you in the past, they can turn it around to make it something brilliant, because right next to it was the World here. So you're at a completion point. You're ready to step through the circle and really embrace all that is beautiful about yourself, and you're ready to almost, like, I want to say, like ascend to the next level kind of thing. Like, it's like, here's the circle here that you're stepping through, embracing the new life and balancing your chakras too, because I can see all the rainbow here. It's really important to balance your chakras and being ready for the new, Capricorn, which you are. You're ready for the new, and to embrace that beautiful part of your next portion of your life. And people, like, they can share their stories, they can share their pains and stuff, and there's a strength in that. And when you're honest with yourself and with others about all your struggles that you've had, you can see that there's a beautiful support system that can sort of really grow around you from it, because a problem shared is a problem halved, you know, like it's the old saying there. So that's really beautiful to see for you guys here. And also there's a call to be with the Two of Pentacles, just to be a bit more adaptable this month, because you're going to have some changes, some climax that happens. So it's time to ride the waves of change, Capricorn, because some of you guys, you don't like that. You don't like the changes because you're an earth sign, and it's like, being really super adaptable is really hard. Most of the time though, because you are a sign that is that can adapt to change. It's just, what I feel with Capricorn sometimes, it's like initially there's a resistance, and then it's like, oh, okay, I can finally accept it, and then I can be really, really adaptable after that. So being an earth sign though, sometimes it's very, very hard to move you guys in the beginning, but once you actually go with the flow and be adaptable, there's wonderful things can happen, because that infinity symbol here is really jumping out at me here. So going with the flow and balancing is just going to really make some finances, some money for you guys, because this is all about really embracing that part of yourselves that I know you can embrace. All right, so wonderful things happening for you guys for the month of July, Capricorn. Remember, being the leader, you are the leader in your own life. You're taking control, you're taking charge, and be prepared for this big fiery climax to approach for yourselves. And I just see wonderful success here. Geez, like beautiful, beautiful success, especially with the Chariot here. This is you taking charge of your shadow side, which I know you can do, to sum it all up. And remember, whatever needs to be faced does need to be faced here, Capricorn people. Whatever needs to be faced here. Even if it's just planting the seed and just starting slowly to talk about whatever it was, because refusing to look at it, remember, is not going to serve you guys, because you're heading towards here. You're taking control of it all. Wonderful stuff, Capricorn. Thank you so much for listening to this reading today. I hope it was helpful for you, and I shall talk to you soon.